Hey everybody, welcome to Youth Sports and Activities Midwest. I'm your host, Brian French. Got some great stuff on tap for you today. Our good friends from Game 7 got some information for you with Dave Penning. Dave Schmidt and I were down at the Champions Village at their grand opening, and we got some great interviews with some folks, so stay tuned for that. We're also previewing some features that we have coming up. Our Club Spotlight, we've got our segment on what high school did you go to coming up with Nick Perkins. We're going to preview that for you. Hey, lots of fun. Stay tuned. Looking forward to talking to you.
So what do you guys think of the facilities?
I love it. It's a lot better than the other one, a lot more space. The gym's really nice too.
What do you guys think of this hit tracks?
I love it. It's my favorite thing training-wise here.
Yeah? You think it helps you get better?
Yes, definitely.
Definitely? Oh, see, I got you, didn't I? He was shaking his head. You didn't want to be on camera. There you go. Well, hey, guys, good luck to you this year, okay? What's your name?
Quarter fight.
What?
Quarter fight.
Hey everyone, we'd like to take a moment to thank our sponsors, because without them, none of this is possible. Good folks over at the tax office in St. Charles, Live Well Chiropractic, Dr. Liz Crumbaugh, and of course our good friends at Game 7. Hey, we love those guys. Check them out. You can check out the links to their websites down below. If you're looking for some great folks to do some business with, they're the ones to check out. We appreciate them being sponsors of our show. We got some great interviews to show you. We were down at the Champions Village, the grand opening, St. Louis Forest Baseball and Softball Club. We're down there with Game 7, Dave Schmidt and I. Took some time to throw together some interviews of some key people down there, so they'll be sprinkled into the show here, so I hope you enjoy those, and we look forward to talking to them a little bit more in the future, so enjoy those interviews.
Here we are back, Dave, at Game 7 Baseball. We're here today at Champions Village, grand opening. Champions Village, 36,000 square feet of everything for baseball and softball. I got the owner here, Sal McGee. Thanks to Sal for having Game 7 out here today to enjoy this and take part of the grand opening. Sal, tell us a little bit about the place.
It's 36,000 square feet located here in Fenton. We have baseball rental, field rentals, but beyond that we have a fitness facility. We have a wellness doctor here in the house to keep the athletes safe, whatever we can do. Prehab, rehab, try to get it before injuries happen, get them bigger, stronger. We'd really like to bring Midwest baseball, St. Louis baseball outside of St. Louis, travel, compete with these other guys, and we felt in order to do that we needed the facility. We needed a place to do that, a training place, an all-in-one, keep these people together, get these kids in high school. We're doing a high school college recruitment program with the high schoolers. I'm really excited about that.
Awesome. Yeah, I got here this morning, took a tour of the facility. It's got everything. Everything you want, every avenue for baseball, softball players, and beyond that to come out and condition. Like you said, to compete with everybody else. That's what we do with our tournaments at Game 7 Baseball. Just try to bring that good talent to St. Louis to play the good clubs like yours, the Force. The Force is growing. How many teams you have now?
We're up to 34 with our new softball fast pitch program.
Yep, 34. We'll be running some fast pitch events this year, so love to have the Force on board there. But once again, we're here at the grand opening of Champions Village. A good way, if you want to prepare for the upcoming baseball, softball season, come check it out. What's the phone number here, Sal?
There's not a phone number. It's under championsvillage.com. So
check them out, website, Facebook.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us, Sal.
Thank you.
Dave here again at Game 7 Baseball. We're here once again at Champions Village grand opening, 36,000 square foot of fun. We got today with us Josh Miller. one of the partners here at Champions Village. Josh, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for spending a few minutes with us. Tell us a little bit about the facility.
So the facility, 36,000 square feet of fun, as Dave said. From the 10 batting cages to the full infield. Getting into it, I'm one of the partners here. The biggest thing I wanted to do was bring the athletic training side to it, as well as the health and wellness side. Today's sport continues to grow, and kids are playing more, and they have to be able to take care of themselves and maintain their bodies with it. So one of the biggest things going in here at Champions Village that I wanted to do was the fitness training with Leo and the Dr. Naputi with the wellness.
Yeah, once again, everything you can imagine is here. So once again, check it out on Facebook, Champions Village. Thanks, Josh, for spending a couple minutes with us.
No problem. Thank you.
All right.
Coming up in January, our club spotlight will be featuring the Adidas Athletics. We would like to thank Nick Heron for allowing us to, sit down, stick a camera in his face and a microphone, talk about his club. I think you'll enjoy that. We're looking forward to bringing that to you coming in after the first of the year, so stay tuned for that.
Dave back here at Champions Village, the grand opening here with Game 7 baseball. Very great to have with us Bob Ramsey. Bob, facility's awesome.
It's really a tremendous facility, and I tell you, we're so excited about what Sal and Josh have done here. Their vision is becoming fulfilled with this project. They saw what was needed. They saw how to put a project like this together, from the ground floor up, and how to make it state of the art and how to make it the best in the entire metro area. And I'm here trying to learn from them. As we're building a baseball facility at the Lake of the Ozarks, we're trying to figure out what from their vision will translate to what we're doing at the lake. They're the best guys to learn from because we believe they've got it figured out. And it's really, really fun to see their plans come to life here at Champions Village. I just think what they're doing is really remarkable.
Yeah, just look at it. It didn't happen overnight.
No.
It took a lot going into it, and there's a lot of people involved with it. Glad to have you here. Hey, when you get that facility rolling, Game 7 baseball, check us out down at the lake. We'd love to be a part of it.
You bet, and I can't wait to be able to continue those kinds of relationships, and Champions Village is really a big part of it.
Awesome. Once again, we're here at the grand opening at Champions Village with Bob Ramsey. Dave here again at Champions Village grand opening, and we have Leo Deering here with STL Development, Athletic Development. He's out here, got a place at Champions Village. Leo, thanks for spending a couple minutes with us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Tell us how you got here and what you do here.
Well, I'm actually a certified strength coach with the National Academy of Sports Medicine, as well as a certified sports performance coach. I've been involved in helping athletes develop. My age of my athletes are anywhere from 7 to 22. We do work with a lot of families as well as trying to make the parents healthier too. But my motto is faster, quicker, stronger, safer. So we really have had a lot of success with our athletes. We have over 100 athletes in college playing today. And we have an ability to actually make them faster, make them quicker, and definitely make them stronger. So we have a tendency to be able to do that in all directions and in all sports. Awesome. So, and then on top of that, we're really making them safer. We have a lot of injuries nowadays with young people, and we've really been able to address that, especially nowadays with the physical education, lack of physical education in schools, is no more than playing games in school, and we do something different here. That's for sure.
Awesome. It's another added bonus here at Champions Village. Thanks for spending a couple minutes with us.
My pleasure.
And come check it out. hook up with Leo with STL Athletic Development.
My pleasure.
Thanks, Leo.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
You bet.
Here, Dave, again with Game 7 Baseball. We're back here at Champions Village for the grand opening. We have with us Dr. Eric Naputi. I say that right?
You did great with it, man. That's great.
That's right. He's the Health and Wellness Director here at Champions Village. I'm going to have Eric talk a little bit about, it's not just about baseball and softball here, right?
Well, first of all, it's all about the kids. And what we want to do is create a one-stop shop where people can go and not just go and have sports enhancement, go work out, bring your team, but we want a place where people can really grow healthy children, really change the lives of people. I mean, so many parents that are in here, their biggest concern about their student athlete is, are they going to get hurt? Well, we have ways to help them not just rehab injuries, but what we call prehab. So we actually have technologies and techniques in here where people can come in and we can measure their physiology and tell them what injuries they're prone to before they even go out on the field. You know, like if you come in and, you know, we do a what's called a valgus test. It's a machine we put you on. It measures the angles of your knees and your joints. We can tell if they're prone for more, you know, knee issues. What girls with ACL problems and guys with back issues and our pitchers with shoulder stuff. So it's a really great combination between what we're doing here, what Leo's doing with his strength and conditioning program, with what all the coaches are trying to accomplish. I mean, we want to take these kids to the next level, right? That's why they're here. We're here to have fun. But we're here to make it more fun by keeping them healthy and by really giving them a one-stop shop with all this technology is awesome, and no one else has done this before. And this is really a labor of love for us, because I do this with professional athletes and college athletes and, you know, high-profile people all over the country with our offices, and it's nice to be able to bring this to a kid's level, right? I don't have to deal with all the politics of the front office at the Rams or the Cardinals or the Blues. We deal with that. Don't get me wrong, those of you guys that are watching, I still love you. But it's nice to get them when they're young, because, you know, I always say if we can raise healthy children, it's way easier than fix a broken home. So that's what we do here at our facilities.
Awesome. Like I said, one-stop shop.
Yeah.
Everything you got to offer here at Champions Village.
Yeah.
Thanks, Eric.
Thanks
for
Dave.
your time.
Appreciate you guys.
We got a great new feature that we're rolling out in 2019. Everybody in St. Louis has been asked the question, what high school did you go to? And so we decided that we would look at local people, what high school they went to, what they're doing, and we're starting off this program with individuals that, you know, you may have known in the community, grew up with, whatnot, as they're moving on, what they're doing in life, and how that reflects on the community around us, the people, how we get where we have, because nobody has success on their own. We're all helped along the way by somebody, and I think those are unique stories and interesting stories to tell, and as close to home as we can get. We all love to hear about people we've seen and we've known have success. So that's what we're doing, and we've got one coming up in January with Nick Perkins, who is the son of Tony Perkins, the high school coach at Francis Howell. So we're looking forward to that, and we hope you enjoy that. Hey everybody, we're here with our Game 7 guru, Dave Penny. How you doing, Dave?
Thanks for having me, Brian.
Hey, folks, we're going to be doing this on a regular basis, talking with Dave Penny, Dave Schmidt. Dave and I were out this past weekend over at Champions Village, had a great time, did a bunch of stuff. You're seeing some of those interviews and what not we did there. But we're going to be doing our tournament wrap-ups over the course of the summer, ending up the tournaments over the weekends with some information, being on location. We're going to have a lot of fun. Some more information to come. But we're here today to talk with Dave about what's new with Game 7.
I'll start on the local front, if that's okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
2 words come to my mind right there. We had a busy off season, and you're abreast of the situation in hand a little bit, so I'll kind of elaborate. And 2 words are, one is expansion, and the other's options. What I mean by that, we've expanded our states and options, and for people to come play youth tournament baseball. And we've added a lot of nice venues here in St. Louis on the local front.
Yeah.
And
So you're going to be at Ellisville again this year. You'll be at Ellisville again, right?
yeah, your main core parks around here, that
Chesterfield.
Chesterfield.
You're going to be down at Arnold again.
Arnold again,
Going to be at Woodlands.
Woodlands out in St. Peter's.
So
Baldwin,
Ozzy's, right?
Ozzy's, Baldwin.
All great venues.
Yes, we did, however, add Festus. There's a big down south. People are like, "Hey, let's have something down here to accommodate us. That way, we don't have to travel up so far." So, we listened to our customers and talked with the good folks at Festus down there, and we were able to incorporate a few weekends in down there.
That's awesome. So you guys have a new website. Same URL, but new website, correct?
New website. My partner Dave Schmidt, he worked really hard at it, and with our software developer, and there's times that they stay up and communicate at 3, 4 in the morning, and poor Davey boy, he's got to get up and go to work his main job at 5:45. So if you see him walking around with toothpicks holding his eyes up, that's the reason why. But this thing's really unique. I compare it to a spaceship. It has all the bells and whistles on there, and that's really neat. It's very user-friendly, very crisp, very clean. It's not all garbled up with a bunch of advertisement. And if you're going to find an event, it's very easy to locate. It has a drop-down with all of our states, and we can get into that a little bit more with expansion. But it has team history, all that good stuff on there. The scoring platform, the registration platform. You can track where you're at, and if you're coming to St. Louis and you're playing a team, you don't know the history of them, click on there, it's going to show the history of that team and everything.
That's cool. And honestly, I sat down for about an hour the other day and just went through and was clicking on AA teams, who's all registered already, and just trying to, see if I could break it. And honestly, because I think that's the goal. You said user friendly.
Sure.
And honestly, Dave, it is. I went through and I was looking. I was just trying to find things that I might be able to go, ooh, there's a glitch here, there. But I couldn't find anything. Now, I mean, there may be in the future, but it's really nice. It's easy to navigate. You can find where you're going. The states are there. It really is a nice piece of work.
Yeah, still have some of the great features that our old side have. Everybody loved the live scoring. We will have this, but without those annoying pop-up ads that people receive sometimes. And I get it, it's annoying, but you know what? With this software and website in 2019, you won't have to experience any of those annoying pop-up ads.
Well, tell us about roster management in there.
Real roster management, yeah, it's going to tell you, it's going to be well defined. Nothing wrong with the system we used last year, but this year we added a little bit more to it. You'll be able to tell when a player is added or deleted off the roster, have a date on there. The age calculator will be more defined. It won't allow you to put a kid that's too old on your roster. It'll glitch it. It'll say, let's just say an individual appears on 2 rosters. It's going to alert you. It's going to throw up an alert to, hey, this individual appears on a different roster. You sure you want to add him or subtract him? So it's got some really unique bells and whistles on there.
And that makes it easier for you guys to manage rosters when it comes to big tournaments like World Series and things of that nature.
Sure, with the capability of this day and age, everybody has some sort of smartphone or tablet out at the ballpark, and they do police it and they do check it, and that's and we do enforce it. So
yeah, absolutely. And I think it should be.
Oh, absolutely.
I think you're trying to keep it fair.
Sure.
Across the board, and that's why you have
because here in St. Louis, we like to have divisions split up. We want everybody to have a chance to compete at their own level. We try to divert those situations to where a team wants to bring in a little ringer for the weekend and add them on as a roster. Well, now we have the capability to spot that out and track that right away.
That's cool. Well, hey, so with the new site, the new things going up, you've got some new venues, right? And not just in Missouri, but across the Midwest and even Way out where the
West
beach
Coast,
is,
yeah.
right?
You'll have to jump on a bird to get out there, but it'll be nice, yeah.
Or take a long drive.
We've had in California, and we'll elaborate on that a little bit more in our conversation here, but
Yeah, so let's start with Missouri. What's new in Missouri?
on the local front here, expansion here as well. We added some more dates down at Branson. We are up to 5 weekends there now.
Oh, that's very nice.
Everybody loves to go down to Ballparks of America and play with us with Game 7. It's just a weekend tournament. It's the Friday through Sunday venues down there.
And they got all the replica parks of the Red Sox with the Green Monster. Here they got the St. Louis one.
Cardinals, Wrigley Field.
Wrigley Field. They've got Detroit, and the old Brooklyn.
Yes,
Ebbets.
that's correct.
Right.
Yes, great place to play down there. You know, about a 3-4 hour drive from St. Louis, and a lot of Kansas City teams come, Oklahoma teams. It'll be a nice little venue for everybody.
It's all turf too, isn't it?
100% turf. 100% turf. Speaking of turf, we've added some dates at Lindenwood College over there on the softball field. Starting the first weekend is May 18th, all the way through July. We'll have age-specific tournaments over there from ages 9U to 11U, and I think we even mixed in a 12 AA venue over there.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so
And
look for those, and they are currently filling up quick. There's only room for 8 teams.
That's a great venue over there too.
Oh, it's awesome.
Loved it. I really enjoyed that over there.
Great experience over there. Also, for 2019, we're going to continue with our Elite Series. Last year, as you well know, you covered the 9U. We had 36 teams and from all over the United States, and that's grown wild. I mean, that's another venue you don't want to watch out or don't want to miss out on. Those Elite Series.
Yeah.
It has a special branded logo out there. Those are good.
And honestly, in those Elite Series, it was a lot of good baseball.
Really good
That
baseball.
9U tournament was crazy good.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're invited, get in it.
Also, we've had a high demand for extending our age group throughout the high school ranges. After Memorial Day, Game 7 will extend it and add a bunch of high school venues to its already proven schedule from the 7s through the 14s. We're going to carry it on 15s through the 18s. There's a high demand for that, and well, you know what? We listen to our customers, so we're going to provide that.
Awesome.
Also, fall ball. You know, for 2019, we will have a full slate of fall ball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
something.
because you've only done like 3 or 4, maybe 5
sprinkled in like
tournaments.
one a month, but this year coming up, starting in mid-August, we'll give everybody a break after our World Series. You know, let everybody come down and take their vacations and regroup, and come back at it with their 2020 roster for our fall ball season. It'll be a full slate of games.
That's awesome.
Or scheduled, yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing for you out-of-town teams, even though it's local front here, in addition to our Cardinal perks, if the Cardinals are not in town on that specific weekend, a lot of teams want to come to one of our marquee venues, but the Cardinals are on the road. So what we've done this year, the good folks down at Busch Stadium, is offer, if you stay in one of our host hotels, they've arranged for a Busch Stadium tour. So
Really?
yeah, so
I
that's
didn't
gonna
know
be
they
really-
did tours.
Well, you know what? It was something that I brought to my sales rep down there, and he's great to work with. And he actually, we came up with together, and was like, you know what? That's a great idea. So,
Wow.
yeah,
That's
everybody
cool.
does to come to St. Louis and partake in someone of the Cardinals. Well, if they're on the road, you get to go down there and tour the stadium.
Because there's a lot of history right in there, isn't there?
A lot of
Because
history.
don't they have isn't there the Hall of Fame stuff there
Yeah.
at the stadium as well?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There you go. There you go.
So, and then we've had a high demand again. Once again, a lot of people have older siblings, younger and older, and softball. So we're going to delve into the softball market as well this year and provide our stellar customer service and our scoring and our website, and extend it on to the.
Now, who's working who's heading up your softball side?
It'll be Michelle Vaughn. She'll be spearheading that. We'll be on site as well. We'll help her out along the way as well, and we're going to work together with it. But Michelle Vaughn will be taking the reins and spearheading that for us.
We're here with Brian with Red Earth, and what we're excited about with Game 7 baseball this year, we are bringing fast pitch into our program. Michelle Vaughn is here. She's our Game 7 softball director. She will be bringing some fast pitch events to the St. Louis area. We're very excited to have her on board. This is Michelle. I'm going to have her tell you a little bit about her softball event she's going to have here in the St. Louis area. Welcome, Michelle.
Thanks, Dave. Yeah, we are bringing Game 7 softball to St. Louis. We're going to hold our first tournament at McNair Park in St. Charles. That'll be beginning of April. We got 2 tournaments lined up for May, one at Pond Athletic Association in Wildwood, Missouri. The other one will be at Lindenwood University in June out in St. Charles. And our last one, end of June, will be Arnold Athletic Association down in Arnold, Missouri. We're going to hold 8 and under, 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under the first year. And then hopefully next year get into the older age groups, and we'll do ASA rules, 4-game minimum. Excited about it.
Awesome.
Absolutely. So, what else we got in Missouri?
Well,
man?
we'll stick within home here in Missouri. We've added Springfield, Missouri, which is a great location because essentially it's right smack dab in the middle almost of your Kansas City and St. Louis. And I had the privilege of going down. Our director there, Travis, he orchestrated a nice little open house coaches meeting last weekend. Phenomenal turnout, a lot of interest there, and lots of great questions by the coaches and team moms that attended. A lot of interest there. Between he and his partner down there, I think they have 5 complexes.
Oh, wow.
So we're going to have a bunch of fields to hold some big tournaments down there. And they have some nice perks worked out down there with the Springfield AA Cardinals. Hammond's Field down there, I was gracious enough to go and work with those guys, and they're coming on board with Game 7 and offering some really neat perks for people who want to attend down there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they got like a fireworks display every Friday night, and hat giveaways and all kinds of stuff. You know, same thing that we kind of have worked out here with the big club. Parades on the field on some of the marquee dates, and we'll elaborate on those on our website and have a spot for you to see those particular weekends. But looking forward to getting involved in that part of town.
Hey, and when you're down at the AA group, that's a lot of times where you're seeing those future stars.
Yeah.
You know, that you'll see in the next 5 years coming up to the big club.
Yeah, keep in mind too, like if the AA Cardinals are on the road down there, Missouri State shares the same field as Hammond's Field.
Absolutely.
At Hammond's Field, so
there you go.
It just gives you another opportunity to make that tournament down there an event and go check it out. It's a destination city. There's a lot to do there as well.
So now, if you want to get in the car, turn the key on, and head to some other venues, you can just go right across the border right now, can't you?
Yeah, Illinois, we've added a bunch of venues in southern Illinois. David Schweibel down there, he's a very motivated individual. Dave is a great guy. He's been out in the community, doing things in the community, spreading the word about Game 7. We're going to be in like Carbondale, Mount Vernon, Benton, Illinois, Marion. Yeah, I think he has a deal worked out with Rent One Ballpark there. It's another minor league ballpark, and I think he has some venues playing there.
Oh, wow.
And, yeah, Metropolis, and he does a great job. He's out there promoting it, and good thing about it is this new website too, as well as to have a map button on the top right, and it'll show you how close every park is to one another. So these states that we're adding, it's just everybody's calling and wanting a destination site to go to within a tank's worth of gas, and click on that and you'll see it. It's got a little Google pin, and you're going to blow it up and expand it, shrink it down, and all these ballparks that we added in these states, you're going to see how close knit they are. So
wow. So the next border is Kentucky, isn't it?
yeah, well, Kentucky, Dion Dull, we came to the Game 7 family with high marks and regards. He's a very experienced individual. He comes with a bunch of already established clientele that follow him. He's going to be a great addition to the Game 7 family. And there again, it's proximity real close to some of the ballparks and cities that we already have established in the Game 7 family. So I'm looking forward to getting some of them Kentucky teams down here, and likewise some of the St. Louis and teams in Missouri and Illinois attending his events as well.
And so then, of course, right there in Tennessee, you've had Jody working for, the last few years?
Jody has continued success. You know, what can I say? Tip my cap to her. Averaged over 100 teams every weekend last year, and continues to do a great job there in Middle Tennessee. You know,
she's around the Nashville area, correct?
Yeah, Murfreesboro in that area, and she has a customer appreciation tournament coming up on March 30th through 31st. It's huge. It's big, and that's rock solid. And I think she now has it's sold out every year for like 10 consecutive years. Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah, and then her World Series date too. She has a World Series date, so listen up, guys. I know last year the dates were kind of intersecting with one of ours and crossing, but this year her date is June 25th through the 30th. So it's before ours here in St. Louis. Ours in St. Louis in July 12th through the 16th. So I think there's like a 2-week gap in there. So by all means, attend both of them.
Yeah.
Go down and see
Hey,
Jody.
You know, it's good competition down there in Tennessee.
Real good competition, yeah.
I mean, that's a great venue for a World Series, man.
Sure is.
Absolutely.
Last year, I think she went above and beyond, and she put on a free concert.
Yeah, that was awesome
for her people. Yeah, I got a bunch of emails and stuff pertaining to that. It's really good. She's very good, and they thoroughly appreciated it.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So, another border crossed into Ohio.
Yeah, it's we brought on Dave Earhart with MVP Sports Park. They're in Harrison, Ohio. It's just 20 miles outside of the Cincinnati area.
And I have actually been there myself. It's a great venue, and it is easy to get to.
Oh yeah, Dave's gonna. Yeah, it's on our schedule. Game7baseball.com. I think he has 5 listed on there. So
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, trip to Ohio, go see a Reds game, and
maybe if the Cardinals are in town, right, in Cincinnati.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. No doubt about it.
So man, look at that. Just you could drive for a couple weeks and just play every weekend.
Yeah, and it really opened up my eyes with this new feature on the website. On the top right-hand corner, it says more. You click on more, and it hits go to like I want to say events, and it'll show all the events. And I was like, wow, this is really cool because Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, Illinois, Missouri, Tennessee, they're all relatively close to one another when you go and look at it at the map. You see these things on paper, and you're like, I wonder how far that is. Well, click on there, and it'll physically show you.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are making travel arrangements right now. Check out one of our Game 7 venues. Stay within the Game 7 family. We thoroughly appreciate that. Might as well rack up your points. Use the points for incentives. That way you'll be well taken care of. You won't have to go anywhere else.
So, now there is one that's kind of way out there to the left, right?
Yeah. If you want to go to a beach, we have that for you as well. We brought on Sal out in California, the LA area, between LA and San Diego, more or less like the Huntington Beach, Newport Beach area.
Oh.
So yeah, if you want to wax up your surfboard and go on out there and see
Huntington
Sal.
Beach is fun.
You know what? Heck, you can be on a plane and be out there in what, 2-3 hours?
Yeah, that's
there
right.
you go.
Or drive for 28.
Yeah. That is an option. That's not a tank's worth of gas, though, ladies and gentlemen.
But it is a great. That's a great area out there.
Oh, real, yeah, fun. Actually, my brother's team is they're 16 this year, and we met over the holidays for Thanksgiving. He said, "Hey, we want to go to a beach." I said, "I have that for you."
There you go. Well, man. How would you like to wrap this up, finish up, talking to the folks? Looks like there's a whole bunch of great stuff going on in Game 7.
There is. We're really excited about it. Just want to thank all the fans for their and teams and coaches for their continued support to Game 7 and growing with us as a family. And along the lines of that, I just, before I guess we cut this, we won't have another one until after the holidays. I'd like to wish everybody a very Merry Christmas and a very safe and Happy New Year.
Thank you for watching the show. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we have enjoyed bringing it to you. We enjoy the sports family, and we want to be able to bring more stories to you. So, hey, what's your story? If you have a story, contact us. We may be putting it on the air. So, until next time, remember, sports are not life, but they can bring us great life lessons. And we hope that we can learn a few along the way. Thanks for watching. Until next time, have a great day.